Okay, people, this is not a video I want to be doing. This is March 29th. Okay, in the evening. Do you see this vehicle here, people? This is a phantom vehicle that was parked in the back. Okay, because I'm watching my videos. All right? Honestly, people, they took Ciera's body out. This is what I'm thinking. They took Ciera's body out when we were on the porch talking. And they took it out in this vehicle. Do you see the tinted windows? Okay? You see this little car here, right? Now, I'm going to take you here. Okay, this is 33 minutes and 15 seconds into the video. Okay? This vehicle came back. Sorry. This vehicle backed itself back up. But I want to show you something. Hold on. Here we go. At 13:09 into this video. Okay? Ciera has died. Here we go. 13:09. Let me tell you something first. Okay, just gonna have to bear with me on this one. When I was out, we had only been out on the porch now for a very short period of time. Right? 11 minutes. 1 to 2 minutes inside, and then they pushed us out. Right? There were no vehicles in the driveway, people. Listen to me. This is so important. There was the man that was in. There was only 4 people inside. Okay? The man, well, there's 3. When we first got there, when me and my kids first got there, there was 3. The man, his name was John. Okay? And the 2 female police officers. That's the only people that were in there as far as we know when we walked in. Okay? And we weren't there for very long before the coroner showed up. And the coroner came in through the front door. Okay? So that's 4 of them, right? John, the 2 police officers, and the coroner. Right? And then Marcane, Ciera, Marcane, Tisha, and me, with Ciera on the floor, with Marcane and Tisha able to see her arm. Okay. So, they kick us out. Look into this corner right here. This is, I guess, what they take bodies out in. So it's going to be a lawsuit. You see?
This is
he's driving back.
This is what?
I thought we got.
Okay, he's backing up.
Yeah, we
did. No, they're just.
And the cop is verifying that this guy is the guy that takes the body out. And Marcane said, I thought you said that wasn't going to happen until we could see Ciera. The cop says, no, he's just checking in. We're at 13:18 into the video.
Just here? Okay. Because they're the ones who are going to transport to Glen.
These guys are the ones who are going to transport Ciera's body to Glenview, which happens to be downtown in East Hastings area. Don't ask me why her body is going to be transported 45 minutes away, but it is.
Haven or something like that.
Right.
And then when he comes out, he puts on blue gloves.
Don't smoke those things stink.
Okay?
You'll see it. You guys just to move so they when they need to.
When they need to. What do they need to do, people? What do they need to do? Okay, do you see him putting on his gloves?
Yeah.
He's putting on his gloves. He's got his gloves right there in his hands. Okay, we're going to stop there. So that's vehicle number 1. At 13:09, it drove in. And then, hold on. Then we've got 13:24. Okay, so it came in at 13:09. What's going on at 13:24 into the video?
Right.
The body will be stored, so.
Don't smoke those. Those things stink.
Oh,
We might need to get you guys just to
I guess the guy comes out.
when they need to.
he parks.
Maneuver stuff, so.
Okay. So we've seen that. We can see that he's got his gloves. He's ready to do whatever he does. Okay.
Even locked out.
And then we're going and they've got us locked out. You can see that. And then we go into this video, which is the same video, but it's just a different time frame. I'm going to keep this video very short. You can see we're at now 15:39 into this video. See, there's that little car that drove in at 13:09. This is vehicle number 1, people. Okay? Vehicle number 1. Here's vehicle number 2 now, backing up. Okay? That's what's happening here. Watch this, people.
Hopefully they're not supposed to.
Okay? You can see.
Is called
So now we have 2 of them.
It's basically
right?
conduct.
Well, the cop is just saying they're just checking up on things. They're not going to take Ciera's body out. But as they're doing this, they've got more and more police enforcement. Here comes another one. We've got a guy standing there talking to us that is like 6'7". Okay? He was like 6'6", 6'7". This guy was big. This guy is coming as these guys come in specifically to handle the body. All right?
Usually it would be.
And you'll see him come out
There you go.
and go inside. Do you see? Now he's coming.
Property. People's personal enjoyment property.
Okay?
We're gonna get you guys to pull out this,
You can see how massive this guy is.
Resources at work.
I think your buddy's gonna come in and stuff. Okay.
Oh, sorry. No, he drives away. Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Another vehicle backing up. This is illusion. Remember how I told you? Do you remember how I told you they like to distort reality, and a lot of it is an illusion, right? Trickery, mind trickery. The hand is faster than the eye. Now this could just be my imagination station, but I'm putting it out there, Ciera. I'm putting it out there, people. They took Ciera's body out of there when we were standing on the porch, and they did it through trickery. Notice the color of the vehicles, okay? They're white, blend into the environment. He came in, backed in. Oh, okay, he takes off. All right, we can see that he's there, right? We'll watch him drive away,
Back up.
okay?
Back up? Question mark?
What?
Are you back up?
Can I back up?
Yeah.
To what?
This.
Okay, he starts driving away. Now we're going to go into another video here. Same video, just a different time frame. Oh, okay. So, what am I doing here? Hold on. We have to go into 1636. Second vehicle pulls away. That's the one that just pulled in, and now it's pulling away. But we have to go into another one here at, okay, 1921. I'm going to show you. Because if you watch this, people. Watch this, okay? Just watch. He drives away. Okay, he drives away. He's gone now. So we've got this one here.
Contact with Ciera.
Okay. He's got this one right here.
No, Ciera. Oh, is that fellow over there?
Okay. Now all we have is 2 cops inside the corner with this dude. Okay? With this guy, he didn't like me, people. He really wasn't that friendly. He was offish. I even called him on it. I turned off my camera for a bit there, and I called him on it. I said, you don't like me. He looked at me, and I said, well, you know, right? Because he was, you know, oh, you need to contact victim services. And I'm like, no. Last time you guys recommended that to me, you disenfranchised us from victim services because you didn't pronounce ShaMay dead at the scene and proceed with an investigation into how she died and charge the person with murder. And because of that, it disenfranchised us from accessing victim services in the manner that we deserved. Okay? Which namely would have been some financial help. But because she wasn't pronounced like dead and deemed as a suspicious death with the possibility of murder, the best that victim services would have done for us was just give us a referral to go somewhere else. Okay, so anyway, this guy now, he's standing here trying to play on our sympathies about how he lost his parents when he was little, so he automatically understands how we feel. But really, he's just backup because they're taking Ciera's body out of here, people. And I'm going to show you in a second. Now, this goes on from 1648, you can see it, 1648, all the way up to, I'm going to bring up another one because we don't need to listen to it. You can do it for yourself. We're going to go to 1921. You can see that he's pulled out, right? The guy that came in with the blue gloves, he pulled out, but look what's coming up behind it, people. Look, a phantom vehicle with tinted windows. All right? This is the one. The second vehicle already came backed in and backed out and took off. This is the first one that came in with the guy with his blue gloves. Well, we've got extra cops rolling up on purpose, you're right, because they were called, because they were going to take Ciera's body out of there, and they didn't need us, because they didn't want us seeing Ciera's body, people. They didn't want us seeing it. That's why they forced us out of there. It wouldn't have mattered what would have happened, how we would have behaved, they would have done it anyway. Okay? So anyway, if we go to, now this guy's just, the whole time he's just talking. So you can see, you can see the second vehicle that backed in and backed out, right? Okay, there's the first one right there, right? Talking. Okay, and then I'm going to take this to 1915, sorry. I'm going to take this to 1915. I'm going to take it to 1902. Okay? You watch. Let me bring up the screen.
Oh, look, there's the police. We need to get them some horses. I'm like, no, not anymore.
Okay, now you heard him start his vehicle. Okay, that guy with the blue gloves that manhandles dead bodies, he's back in his vehicle. We just heard the vehicle start. You can hear it. I'll turn up my volume. You'll hear it.
Unfortunately,
and so did the coroner's office.
Just listen.
Unfortunately.
And watch
I'm
this
not
corner.
afraid to
Watch
say
the
it.
driveway. Listen.
And because of that, when my grandson says, oh,
Listen.
look, there's the police. We need to get them some horses. I'm like, no,
Did you hear
not
it?
anymore. Not until you guys clean up your own fucking police force, man. you got like a criminal element in there that like needs to be,
Okay, do you see that little white van coming up? That's the little white van that guy with the blue gloves came out of. Pay attention to this, people.
what, drain the swamp?
Okay, pay attention.
Isn't that how Trump says?
Watch
Trump,
what comes up behind
drain
it.
the swamp.
What is that? That's a phantom vehicle that they had parked in the back, people. That is where Ciera's body is at. They took Ciera's body out of that house when they had us standing on the porch in the rain. That's why after that car drove off, that cop got all weirded out and started, oh, it's an investigation. Oh, no, it's going to take another 3 hours. Oh, do you really want to stand in the rain? Oh, just go home and yeah, we'll call you and then you can come see. Oh, no, you can't go in. Yeah, because they had already taken her body out of there, people. That car came from fucking nowhere, okay? Anybody's car, it would have been the coroner's car. There was only 4 people inside that house. The man who said it was his house. Do we really know if it was his house? The 2 women police officers, and then when the coroner came in. Okay? That's it. Just 4. And us. My 2 kids and me. We got pushed out. That car did not back up into the driveway when we were out on the porch. It was already in the back. Those guys came in and moved Ciera's body, the one with the blue gloves, and fucking stuffed her body, people. Stuffed her body, people, into that fucking car. And because they're using white and they're backing in, backing out, because that was just too weird, right? It's trickery. It tricks the fucking mind. It distracts the mind from what's going. It's a distortion of reality. I honestly do believe that my daughter's body was taken out of that house as I was standing there talking about the cops and horses, because they were being shifty and shady about the whole situation. Watch what happens. It fucks off. That vehicle is big enough to put a dead body in. That vehicle has my daughter's body in it. And as far as I'm concerned, Ciera's body has disappeared.
No, he's got a good message.
So that car's gone, and then look what happens. Look what happens.
Like this is a joke.
This one backs up again.
Is a total fucking
right?
joke.
This one backs up again. For what purpose? Why is it backing up again? And where did that other vehicle come from?
You didn't do this for an honor student that had an IQ of genius.
Was that a cop that left from in the back, people? Was it one of those female police officers who decided that they just didn't want to be there anymore and just fucked off? Or do you think Ciera's body was in that vehicle, people? Just in case, I started causing a real stink and tried to push past to see what the hell was going on. And maybe they didn't want to chance it, so they snuck her body out. Because for all we know, Ciera's face could have been smashed in, and her brains could have been all over the fucking carpet, for all we know. Because we do know that the cop did say that it wasn't pretty. So what the fuck does "it wasn't pretty" supposed to mean? Tell me. I'd like to know. As they're sneaking out vehicles as they're sneaking out vehicles with their trickery of vehicles going in and out, in and out, in and out. So you didn't notice that one drive out that was parked in the back, people. That vehicle was parked in the back. And it was big enough to hold a body in. And it had tinted windows. And when we came back an hour and a half later, because they hadn't called us, and I just didn't fit right with me, that place was empty. Well, I don't know about empty, but it was black, dark, no lights, nothing, with just one police car out in front with that dude sitting up there saying they were guarding the back. There was one person standing in the back guarding the back. From what? The body had already been removed. It was removed in that vehicle, people. Tell me where I'm wrong. And I'm not supposed to be scared, right? Okay? These are the professionals that use taxpayers' dollars to taunt families with. Okay? They are literally taunting my family. Because after I caught on to that, I do believe my daughter's body was taken out in that vehicle, because that vehicle was hidden in the back. And they brought in their backup to make sure that we couldn't go back inside. And when you listen to that cop, you hear him tell us, oh no, don't worry, you'll be able to see, but it's an investigation now. So that vehicle sat there. I'm just going through this video. It's still sitting there at 27:24, but I believe that the body of Ciera was already taken out of there in that white vehicle. Because who drove off in that white vehicle? That was not a police vehicle. There was nothing in there to indicate that it was an actual, like, if you had unless of course it was a ghost car and one of those female officers drove out of there, right? Didn't want to fucking go through the front door, but had to go through the back door, right? Everybody using the back door, right, people? Everybody using the fucking back door. Who drove out through the back? Who went out through the back door? Maybe it was that man who went through the fucking back door, jumped in that car and drove fucking off, for all we know. But somebody went through the back door and drove out with that fucking car that was hidden in the back. And it's obvious it was fucking connected to the police, because the police weren't too freaking concerned about it. If anything, they were trying to make it so that we didn't notice it by using their other white vehicles going in and out of the driveway for that trickery on the brain. I'm looking here before I end this video to see when this dude drives off. And you see this, okay? Here. You see this other dude? He came back because now he's walking out, because he was the one that came in. Here's the first one. Okay, where's my mouse? Here's the first one. Okay? The first one, the guy with the blue gloves was driving it, right? This guy right here was driving the second one, and he backed in, and then he backed out. He backed in, he came out, and then he went back in his vehicle, and he drove off, and he went out. And then this one drove out, and then that white car came up from behind it, okay? Because now we're at 35 into the video, and that phantom video drove out at 19:21, because this one backed in, but this dude, he came back because his is out there, but the phantom vehicle is already gone, people. That left at 19:21 into the video. But if you notice, this dude is still around. And now he's going back to his video. Now he's going back to his vehicle.
Because
right?
everything's like,
I want to know, when does this one, there you go, people. This one left. Look at that. That one fucking left. Because they had already done their job. They had already done their job, people. They put Ciera's body in that other fucking vehicle, the Phantom vehicle, at 1915. Because those guys were the ones to put Ciera's body into the fucking bag and then put it, her body was supposed to go into that little vehicle that just drove off. You seen it. Is he gonna back? Is he gonna back in again? No, he's not gonna back in again.
Somewhere.
In range of
Yeah.
He's gone. He's gone,
Yeah.
people.
So you were saying people can't sell their houses right now in this?
well, no, so say
No, what are we gonna see here?
in this condition right now, usually you go to a notary
With the
or a lawyer,
coronavirus
the
you're talking about,
coronavirus,
okay.
And then
Just petty talk. My daughter is dead, and this police officer, and I know he's talked to my daughter before because I remember fucking seeing him before. But if you notice, they brought it down to very level, very petty talk. Very petty talk. As if it was nothing. Business as usual. It was just Ciera. Don't worry. Don't worry. It was just Ciera. You knew it was going to happen. So we're just going to talk about the fucking housing market. We're going to talk about petty shit here, right? But, don't worry. You'll get to see her before we take her out of here. They were, I don't know, people. Like, how can anybody possibly think that I'm fucking safe in this province? I have people telling me to fucking move. I'm telling them I can't. I'm trapped. I'm trapped to this house, people. I'm trapped to an environment because, manufactured poverty, right? And no housing, right? I'm fucking being attacked by the city now, right? My daughter, I'm seriously questioning what happened to her. I do believe now that her body was taken out at 1921 into the video with that Phantom fucking vehicle that obviously people were using the back door to get to, okay, with the vehicle being hidden in the back, people. Like, this is nuts. Like, how am I supposed to feel fucking safe with this shady shit going on? This is like ShaMay being on those machines after being embalmed.
no movers.
Look, he's not coming back with his fucking vehicle. He's fucking
you
gone.
think that we're battling a virus?
He's
Or
gone,
maybe it's,
people. He's gone. They got what they wanted. They wanted the body, and they took the body out, right out from underneath their fucking noses. Oh, now he's coming back. Now he's coming back. Oh, wow. He came back to do what? To do what? What's he doing?
You think we're really facing a crisis?
What's he doing?
It's happened before.
See, they never fucking came back
Before.
because they got what they wanted, people.
Spanish flu.
Well, the way people are acting...
Getting us talking about the coronavirus, just small talk. Small talk, people. I can't believe that. I can't fucking believe that. Honest to God, that's what I'm interpreting. Where did that car come from? Where? There was only 4 people in that house before 3. The 2 female cops and the man. That was it. My son, my daughter, and I, we walked in, and then we sat and we waited for the coroner. And then the coroner came through the front door, but the coroner left through the back door with my daughter's body in her fucking vehicle. After those men, with their blue gloves, went in there and bagged her up and threw in the fucking Phantom car like a fucking bag of garbage.